Hello, so this video I'm going to explain how you set the papers, the designs on the Photoshop. So we look from the top. This is the machine screen. Okay. As the menu, it has also displayed how to set the items, the 1, 2, 3. So the first one is for setting the distance from the edge of the paper to the first car for the car. So if I set it to 10 millimeter, okay, the paper feed in the machine in this direction. Okay, once the paper get in the machine, it will start counting. When it reaches 10 millimeter, then it made the first car. Okay, so this is the first, and this is for setting the car. Let's call it the height of the car, and this is the height, and this is the width. Okay, so when you set the second number to 50, then it will cut the height of the car on the 50 millimeter. Okay, 50 millimeter. And the fourth number is for controlling the gap, the distance between the cars. Okay, when you decide on the Photoshop, it's like this. Okay. For example, on this diagram, I set the height of the car is 15 millimeter. That's the number 2 number. Okay, 15. The width is controlling by the knife behind the machine. By this display. From the left side edge to the car is 10 millimeter. You set the first spray, and if you want the car width is 100, then you set the second brace here. The distance between the braces are 100, and the gap between the two cars from this car to this car is the 6. But you will have to set the car in the Photoshop bigger. This is the actual size I want the car to be. So 50 on the height and 90 millimeter the width. But you have to set the car to 93 on the width and 53 on the height. So between the two cars, you will have to leave 3 millimeter as the gap of the brake. And this is mistake. I state mistake. Also need to leave the 3 millimeter. So the most important thing, you have to set the size on the machine from the screen, the number 1, number 2, number 3. So once you understand what these 3 number controls, so first one is 10 millimeter. Once the paper gets in on the 10 millimeter, then we cut the first line, and it will go another 15 millimeter. then cut the second card. And if you set the card gap, the distance between the card like 3 millimeter, then after it 10 millimeter the first card, 15 millimeter the second card, and then go the 3 millimeter between the cards, and then the made through the card, then cycle again and again to cut all the cards out from the paper. So I hope this video can help you understand more about how to do the layout on the Photoshop. Thanks.